Good afternoon. Well, this is Ivan Mayer. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made earlier this morning about Sam Shamoon and David Wood. But enough about those guys. I'm not going to talk about those guys. As whatever's going on in Sam Shamoon and David Wood's life, the drama they have is none of my business. I just gave you guys a quick, brief summary of the drama, but I'm not going to talk about that, obviously. I just went through volume 3 of Xanus, obviously. How much pages do they have? I do 5 pages. I went through 5 pages today. I'm in the beginning of Walking with the Ancestors, and I did quite a bit of editing. I did a little bit of tweak. I tweak a few things, add a bit more dialogue to make it more interesting. I'm going over it right now, so that way you know who's talking. Guys, I'm Sarah. Hi, you gonna go on Tremble today? I'll go tomorrow. I'll start going to Tremble tomorrow, and I'll start going swimming tomorrow. I keep procrastinating, but I'm gonna go tomorrow on the treadmill. I'll clean the showers and I'll get my $20, and I'll go tomorrow. Obviously, on the treadmill for an hour because I want to lose the weight. And I also want to grow my dreads. Get my girlfriend. Don't hate, which I'm saying, Are you impressed by your volume 3? Oh yeah. Volume 3 is my favorite, man. You can argue it's the most stiff in terms of the dialogue. That's why I'm going over volume 3 to fix up some of the stiffness, obviously. I'm carefully going through it to fix it. As it took me like 50 minutes, 45 minutes to go through the 5 pages because I was carefully going through everything. That way you know who's talking, and I will also tweak and add some dialogue to make it better, obviously. Yeah. Because volume 3 is the most raw out of the 3 volumes, but the scenes blow your mind away more. They're more cinematic. I won't spoil story. See, I won't spoil story for you, right? All you everyone's fans, oh man, you're not writing their unique. No, I'm not saying that. I might write their unique, but chances are I'm not going to finish it. I'm probably not going to finish it. I'll see how I feel once I complete going over the rest of volume, the 2 chapters of volume 3, and Xanus is complete, and I now save my $2,000 to get approved for it. Then after that, it's on my cover and it's on my map, obviously, and format it. Then I will make the decision if I want to finish their unique. But I have my their unique files saved on my Hotmail. So when I'm king, if I want to revisit it and finish it, I most likely will probably finish it when I'm king. Maybe after the Great Escape, I will write there during the Great Escape. During my 4 months off after the Great Escape, I might just dedicate and just finish their unique, and I'll release it, and I'll make the movie based off my book. I don't know, or I just won't release it at all. I don't know. Because Xanus is enough money to be Egypt. Like, the Xanus book is enough. And writing a book's a lot of work, man. Yeah, it finally hit me. Why am I sidetracked working on their unique when I should be finishing up Xanus? Xanus is my bread and butter. Xanus is gold. Xanus is my pot of gold. It's a masterpiece. I should focus on completing that first before I'm instead of being sidetracked working on their unique. You guys know what I'm saying? That's my point. Yeah. 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 That Sky's documentary was sick. I know. My Sky's is coming to blow out the water, guys. Yeah, man. Alright, what's the main reason you're signing Sky's today? Because I want to be a movie star region when I'm king. That's my dream. And I want to turn my novel into a movie. Looking at the Grace Witches are made. Looking at Masterpiece, man. Some Sarah. You guys will see how good my book is when you read it, guys. But you guys already have an idea for volume 1 and 2. But you didn't read volume 3. Once you read volume 3, your mind will be blown away. And you're like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece, man. This is the greatest story ever told. Well, yeah, it is. The greatest story ever told, man. The greatest movie children ever made, man. And I have the keys. I also have the gatekeepers. That money's mine. I'm not going to gatekeepers take my money, obviously. I don't know, my $23 billion on my book. 19 billion on my book. He's like, how's my money on your book, by the way? I made like $20 billion. She made $20 billion off your book. I've been like, yeah, she's like, holy shit. Why would you start on films with that money? I know. You won the lottery with that money, Ivan. I know, VJ. I won the lottery with that money. I won the lottery. Now, Ivan, like, we can start on films with that money. I know. We can start Scotch Entertainment together. I'll have George Lucas help me. Scotch Entertainment. George Lucas will be helping me buying the land and building the studio lot, and George will also help me when I make plans when I talk to the because once the office is built, I need George helping me with the software engineers. The software engineers are going to be designing the payment system for my company, direct deposit payment system, everything. And George will tell me, yeah, I know all the agencies in Hollywood. You want all the Hollywood agencies in your database. Yeah, that way when my secretaries put out casting calls information, the agents in Hollywood know, and the actors and the agents let the actors know in Hollywood, and they send in their reels. Obviously, if they're good for the part, that's how it works, right? Yeah. Yeah. Why? How much money did you make off your book? Probably that 15 to 23, $24 billion, assuming 1.800 million to 1.5 billion people buy my book. I'll make my 15 to 23, $24 billion off the book based off the math around there. But if the whole world buys it, I'll be pulling in my 100 billion plus 80, 90, 100, 130, 140 billion dollars off the book. If like 5 billion people will buy it, I'll make like my 80, 90, 100 billion dollars off the book. Because most people are going to buy the ebook, right? It's only $22, obviously, so. And a small portion will buy the print, obviously. The book nerds and the rich will buy it. Some of them will buy the print if they can afford it. $80 to a famous person's pocket change. Because there are some people, like the book nerds, like having a print collection, so a lot of those guys will buy the print, or they might buy both. Like, yeah, I want to read the book right away. I'll just purchase the ebook, read it on my laptop. Then afterwards, I want to buy the print and have it as part of my collection. They might do that. Some of the guys, but chances are most of the book nerds are going to be getting the print because they want to have a print collection. Yeah, I want your Zane's book, Ivan, to be part of my print collection, my book print collection, Ivan. That's why a lot of the book nerds are going to buy the print, which is worth the $80, right? As Xanus is the greatest story ever told. It's a masterpiece, man. Sarah. Xanus is the greatest story ever told. It's a masterpiece, man. Masterpiece. Yeah, but that's why the gays will enjoy Brown Ivan. They want to know what. You use a gal, Ivan. The families are powerful. Yeah, VJ, they are. They're called the gate gods for a reason, man. If you sell to the VJ, you're fucked. You can't make your money, man. That's why you cried at me, because you got duped. You want me to get you? Oh, yeah, Ivan, I got duped, man. You know what I'm saying? The 20 billion you make off your book, I want a piece of that. Yeah, she's crazy, man. I want a piece of your $20 billion, Ivan. Because VJ knows with $20 billion, with the keys to the game and having all that power and control is power and a lot of money. With $20 billion, you can start showing films with that money, guys. Like, you won the lottery with that money. Even VJ don't have to put $350 million towards the studio lot. I mean, we can build beautiful facilities for Sky's Entertainment's film studio lot, obviously. You can fund Zane's movie $3 billion. Give Peter Jacksonville gives an unlimited budget for the movie. That's why we're looking at Amazing Movie Man. If I say this right. You're looking at Amazing Movie Man for Xanus. Got some sour. Yeah. Wow, when you get a laptop, you will not be pumping out videos every day. No, I won't. I'll pump out maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, and that's it. Because I'm now, once I get my laptop, I'm going to be focused, just focusing, editing Xanus. I have a lot of movies and shows I want to watch, so I want to catch up on that, and I'll pump out maybe 2 videos a week, and that's good enough. Yeah. Guys, get what you deserve, man. I don't get paid for this shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, we get what we deserve. We act like you watch yourself. We don't talk about you. You don't get paid for this shit. You're nice to make bills for us after what you did, after what we did to you. Then once you're a king, you don't make shit for us because we know we get what we deserve. Yeah, you get what you deserve. You want to keep Ivan behind the scenes. Ivan's kept behind the scenes when he's king, man. I'm not making any rules for you guys. Zero. I'm being serious. I'm not making any rules for you when I'm king. You get what you deserve. You want to keep me behind the scenes. I'm kept behind the scenes. I'm living life with BJ, and you're left behind. You're not safe. You get what you deserve. Don't you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, if VJ wants to do music, when will you do the music with her? After Xanus, obviously. Like VJ, if you want to do maybe, I don't know, an album or maybe like 3 singles or something like that, during our 4 months vacation, we can work on it. We can do like maybe 2, 3 singles during our 5-month vacation time off before we work on the Grayscape categories. We can do the music. I don't want to do it full time, VJ. Okay, Ivan. Yeah, you don't want to do music full time. No, VJ. I don't want to do music full time. I just want to do the movie, take a vacation with you, enjoy ourselves in Vancouver, and we get ready for the next movie. As being a movie star is my dream. It's not being a famous musician, right? Music is fun. I love music, but it's not as fun as movies. Movies is more work, but the end product is cool. It's cooler when it's done. See, once they add in the special effects and everything, seeing IMVG movies, glory, man. Glory of God, right? Yeah. Taking a shower after this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, if you want air to like that, that's fucking scary, I know. If you want air to like that, that's scary, I know it's scary. Scary, man. Air to look like that, right? Looking at devils and demons, guys. Looking at devils and demons. Will Erettat really be that scary? Yeah, he will. Like when once uh, my web designer codes the trailer and the trailer's available for release for the world to watch, the whole world will be shocked and Zane's will have crazy buzz. And all the hard actors are like, holy shit, Ivan, we're fighting these devils. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking scary, Ivan. I feel bad for us, man. That's yeah, even Peter Johnson's Ivan, man, like you pushed the horror way too far, man. This is too much. This is way too horrific and scary. I know Peter, but if you do this, you're gonna have a powerful story, and it's gonna build buzz. Erethat and them are devil beings, obviously, devil wolves. And you also have devil bats, and you have the ancestors. Almost full story for you. And you have the crows too, demon crows, right? Who are the spies of Erethat, obviously. I'll get my results for Warfare tomorrow. I should get a letter. Today, no mail came in, but maybe tomorrow I'll get a letter from Warfare back, right? I want to just work. I don't mind working, but I don't want to do dishes, obviously. Because I applied to many jobs, none of them got back to me. That's why I had a choice. Either I stay at Coco 40 and I'm stressed out, because Coco 40, the work was too much. I was so tired, it stressed me out. Or I quit the job, obviously, and I go back to welfare. And I just work once a week at Dinty's. I'd rather just collect welfare, save my money, and just work on my book and form on my book and design my cover and my map, obviously. And just focus on my weight loss and all that stuff, my mental health, all that stuff. Yeah. Got some center. So now I don't have to show you what Erethat looks like. I already made a documentary about Erethat. You guys get the picture. Looking at Demons and Devils for Erethat, obviously. It's like fucking scary. So have you on walking? Yeah, I'm on Walking with the Ancestors. I just started Walking with the Ancestors. I'm on the second page of Walking with the Ancestors. So I have 2 chapters left. War and Becoming King and Walking with the Ancestors. And once I go over that, I went over my whole book. I also tweaked a few things. I might have to go back into the Lithia chapter and tweak a few things. When Papyri calls Tactius. Remember that scene when he shouted out Tactius? I fixed it. I put Colonius. Obviously, Eli doesn't know that Tactius is Colonius is Tactius. Obviously, I fixed that typo. Obviously, yeah, yeah. So Xanus will be an 800-page book. Yeah, Xanus will be about 800 pages. Once edited, once volume 3 is edited, it'll be like an 800-page book, around 830, 40-page book. So it's a long book, but it's not as long as like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and all that stuff, right? It's not as long as those books, obviously. Oh, yeah, I'm saying, yeah, it's not as long as those books. Yeah, but it's a long book because it's a masterpiece. The 800 pages, the 800 pages are gonna fly by. Like some guys might binge it for like 8, 9, 10 hours and they finish the book. Because Xanus is a book you can't put down. You're going to be binging it all day, just reading it during the page, man. It's a masterpiece, man. You're just hooked for hours reading it. It's such an amazing book, obviously. Got some Sarah. Yeah. Xanus is a masterpiece. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I work Wednesday. I have to work this Wednesday, otherwise I don't get a paycheck this Sunday, right? I'm only gonna get like a $90, $100 paycheck. That's why I pray to God I get accepted for welfare. What if welfare declines you? If welfare declines me, I have two choices. I have to go see my mental health doctor, have him write a note for welfare come back that Ivan is not in the right mindset to work right now. I have PGAD, which is an arousal disorder. Sometimes I feel like ejaculating or coming out. So I struggle with anxiety at work, and I have mental health problems. Obviously, I have to go to my doctor and have him write a note, and I will submit the note to Welfare Quebec. And if I do that, I should get accepted now. But I think I will get accepted by Welfare Quebec. Obviously. Yeah, and Welfare Quebec knows the doors are locked on me. I'm talking to you, Welfare Quebec. You know the doors are locked on me, right? I only make like my $189 every 2 weeks, once a week. I only work once a week. I need your help, guys. Yeah, $180 is nothing. I can't say shit with that. Yeah, and I'm only gonna get paid like my $90 this week, guys. Like my 95, maybe $100. That's it, guys. I need your help, Wolfer Quebec. So I hope I get the letter. I get the good news tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Yeah. So either if I get declined by Wolfer Quebec, I'm gonna go see my mental health doctor, and I'll have him write a doctor's note for me, and have him give proof that I do have a mental illness, and my doctor will sign the papers, or I'll have to look for another job. Look for a job. I might apply at Super C or like Maxi, the grocery stores. I can apply there. The only good thing about working, I make way more money and I get paid every 2 weeks, but I have to work. But I know if I work, I'm gonna be more lazy and I might procrastinate with my book, obviously. Whereas if I only work once a week at Dindy's, I can just focus on working on Xanus. Like every day I plan on going over my file every day, 5 pages a day, and a good like 2 months, I'll be done. End of the year, I'll be done going over volume 3 towards the end of 2025, obviously. Towards the holidays, right? I'll be done going over Xanus. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Take a nice shower after this. Yeah, while the video, I'll take a nice hot shower. And speaking of showers, tomorrow I'll be cleaning the showers for like $20. Obviously. Will you get your results for Wolfgang back? Yeah, I will. They're gonna send me a letter maybe either tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Let's say I get a letter tomorrow and I'm accepted, I'll get my check like maybe Wednesday, Thursday, I'll get my check. Because for Wolfgang back, how it works is whenever you get accepted, they'll send you a letter and they'll give you a call. They'll call you, obviously. And if you're accepted, you get your check like the next 1 or 2 days. You get your check. But I'm gonna tell Wolfgang back, I want direct deposit. I don't want you sending me checks. Pay me direct deposit. I'd rather get direct deposit because direct deposit, I don't have to worry about the bank freezing my money. Because with checks, when you cash it, you only have $200 to spend for 7 days. So I'd rather have direct deposit. That way I can just put my money in my savings and I have, obviously. First paycheck you're gonna blow. Yeah, first paycheck I have to blow it because I have a lot of bills to pay. I want to get my laptop. I'm gonna get a good, I don't know, like $400 laptop. After taxes, it's like $435. Now I have to contact my neighbor and get my hair done. That's $80. That's already $500. I have to pay the $60 for the insurance. Obviously, yeah. Or the $60 for the insurance, I can just use my Disney's money to pay that. Obviously, I also have to get my HDMI connection for my TV, and I also have to get a new TV plug because my stepfather took my TV plug, obviously. Because I hate watching stuff on my phone, guys. It's really annoying. That's why I want to get a laptop. That way I can watch stuff on my laptop or watch it on. Sometimes I watch my laptop, sometimes I watch it on my TV. Because you can watch TVs with your laptop. You just need an HDMI and you connect it. You can watch whatever's on your computer. You can see it on a TV. There's a lot of movies I want to watch. I haven't seen Superman yet. Fantastic Four, Weapons, Bad Guys 2. I want to finish Life with the Walter Boys. I want to finish Game of Thrones. I also want to finish The Walking Dead. I only saw the first 6 seasons of The Walking Dead. I always want to finish that series. I want to finish The Walking Dead. I'll be binging a lot of stuff, man. The Walking Dead too. I want to finish that, obviously. Yeah. So I won't be doing the everyday thing anymore, guys. When I get my laptop, I'll be focused on working on my book and just catching up on shows and movies that I've missed out on. Since I don't get paid for this shit, guys. As you go, you deserve it. They go. Don't hear some yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. My youngest brother almost got his license. My youngest brother gets his license next year in February. Almost done. Yeah. I don't have my license yet. Will you go for your license, Ivan? Yeah, I will. I'll either go for it. I have two choices. Either I go for my license maybe in a couple of years from now, like maybe 2 years from now, or I wait until I pay the fee. And once I pay the fee, I do my license. But I don't want to do a thing where like I meet VJ and I don't have my license, and but during the 1 year I'm saying in Vancouver I can finish my license. But chances are because I'm already almost done my license in Quebec, I'll just in a good maybe 2 years from now I'll finish up my license. Obviously, I'm like end of phase 3. I just gotta practice driving and I'll become an amazing. Did you do good in your test, Ivan, with driving? Yeah, I did, except for one test. One test I did bad. But all my other tests, I did well with flying. I did well, man. Obviously. I did well, obviously, in my test. As driving is not that hard, obviously. And I have the genes to be good at whatever I can do, right? I can also be an amazing driver if I put the work in, obviously. Yeah. Why want you to do car racing? I thought of doing car racing on the side. Obviously, like I built my own like racetrack in my studio lot with when you have a venue of like 25, 30,000 fans and they film it and I race against other famous people around the world. There's like a 3 million, 5 million. There's like a 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, like $20 million prize for racing. Obviously, you could do something. About Charles, I'm not gonna do that though. Just scratch and tape is good enough for me, right? And VJ, right? Yeah, why would the gatekeepers care about you making, I don't know, your 20 billion off your book? Because they're thinking bigger picture. Remember how John Campea said you have to think bigger picture with DC? Like Warner Bros. Goal is not for DC to be a hit. No, it's for the next like I don't know, the next 15 movies in the next 15 years to be hits. That's the goal. You build a foundation for your DC franchise, and then you that's how you build and you win back the fan base. The whole purpose of Superman was to win back some of the fans, and hopefully the next movies that come out they're now $1 billion+ hits in the next coming years. That's obviously DC's goal. And yeah, even though $20 billion is pocket change to us, Ivan and VJ have the keys, and because they have the keys, with $20 billion they can start their own film studio. And they can fund Xanus for more money than our Hollywood companies. If they make Xanus for $3 billion, it's better technology in Hollywood. They can pay the Hollywood actors more money and the crewmen more money. Hollywood crew more money. And then if Ivan wants to make a game, he can make the game for $500 million and sell the merchandise. And then now the Xanus brand is a 50, 60, 70, 80, $100 million brand. As me and VJ are pulling in at least our 50 plus billion off the Xanus brand on a movie merchant game. Honestly, something crazy. They don't want to make that money. Yeah, even if me and VJ make, I don't know, our 70 billion off of a movie merchant game for Xanus, it's not the 70, 80 trillion you're making. You're just greedy. You're just a greedy pig. Yeah, we're greedy pigs. I can't stand the fact that you be that rich with VJ. Even when you make your age trillion, yeah, even if when I make my age trillion every year, I can't stand the fact that you and VJ making your 50, 60, 70 billion off your brand Ivan for Xanus. So if me and VJ make 50 billion off the Xanus brand, you see us as thieves. Stealing from you when you make your 80 trillion every year. You see us as thieves. You're fucking greedy, man. We deserve to make that money, man. We're God, man. We deserve to make that money. You know it. You just buy it like you're heavy. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. And who knows about it? I'm like, no, John, I'm not going to pay you 20. You get 10. Stop being greedy. I'm saying? It's a deal, man. I'm saying, yeah. I read your book, man. I can't wait to be part of that story. Playing Tacitonius, I know John. Yeah, man, I'm going to give John Boyega his time to shine over. As John Boyega is, and Jimon Su will have a lot of action scenes in the movie. You have the captured scene with the demon wolves, the scene when they're in Barak. I talked about before. You have the battle scenes in the caverns, and you have the big war in the end. John Boyega and Jimon Su are going to be fighting the devil wolves, Bo, the pit watcher, and Morale the general man. So they're going to have their time to shine in the movie. Yeah. Well, all the other guys will be fighting the devil wolves, but not like the more powerful beings, right? Like Yvonne Joje and all the other guys and Don Chu and all those guys will be fighting the wolves, but just the random wolves who are powerful, but they're not as powerful as like Bo and Morale, right? Morale and Bo are very powerful, obviously. They're powerful wolf characters in the book. I almost full circle. Yeah. Sorry? Are you really gonna be serious with us? Yeah, I will. Tomorrow I'll go on the treadmill at like 5 o'clock and I'm gonna go swimming. I'm gonna start going swimming again. I took like 10, 13 days off swimming. I'm gonna go swimming starting tomorrow. I'm gonna go on the treadmill 7 days a week. I'm gonna be serious and only eat 1 meal a day, obviously. Just eat 1 meal a day, Ivan, and just do your workout. You'll lose the weight. Get down to 194. And I also I'll get my full grown dreads in like 2 years. And of 2027, my dreads will be long, like down to my shoulders again, right? Or maybe 2.5 years will be as long as what you guys saw in the video. I mean, you look so different in the video, man. You're more handsome, I know. He's Ivan, I love you with the dreads, but you're fucking handsome. You look like Black Tarzan, I know. I'm fucking handsome with the dreads. As a resort of justice is crazy. Yeah, I don't want one chick. I don't want one chick touching that man. Ivan 194 with his dreads that long will be fucking handsome. I don't want touching any woman. I'm like, VJ, I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. You let men touch you every week. I have every right to get my girlfriend. You're pissed off and you're a demon. I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. There we go. I'm not gonna have you do like that. Sarah. I'm saying. Yeah, all right, man, you got to grow your dreads back again. Yeah, guys, my dreads will eventually be that long, but it grows slower now. It'll take me another maybe 2 years. End of 2020. By end of 2027, my dreads will be down to like my neck now, down to my shoulders pretty much. It'll be long again. I'll have long dreads again, obviously. As it's grown, as you guys have seen over the years. Yeah, I remember your other videos you made. They're like that. My dreads used to be tiny little spikes, and now it's like it's short dreads, obviously. But after like 2 years, end of 2027, my dreads will be long in 2 years. And I want to lose the weight, and I want to before I get my first girlfriend, obviously. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. Now, see, Victoria Justice, I'm talking to all you Hollywood guys who see Victoria Justice. Victoria Justice doesn't really care about you guys that much, man, right? She doesn't really care about you guys that much. She has feelings for you, but she doesn't really care about you guys that much. The fact that she's seeing multiple guys, that's how you know she doesn't really care. Yeah, I mean, like, I have feelings for them. I like them. I like the attention and everything, but I don't really care about those guys that much either. I care about you. You're on, baby. I don't want one chick touching you. Yeah, Victoria doesn't want one chick touching Ivan. Victoria just doesn't really care about those guys in Hollywood. She has multiple people she's seeing. She sees this guy, she sees this guy, she sees this guy. She does an interview with this famous YouTuber or whatever it is, and she ends up banging that guy. That's how you know she doesn't really care about these guys in Hollywood that much, right? I don't hate you guys from saying, yeah. She doesn't really care about those guys in Hollywood. Guys from Sarah. She doesn't really care about those guys in Hollywood. There you go. She doesn't really care about those guys in Hollywood. Yeah. Got some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah, Ivan, you're smart, man. You want your comedy to be direct to 4K Blu-ray, yes. These are the reasons why I want Scotch Entertainment to be direct to 4K Blu-ray. There's many reasons. The first reason is that to build a theater chain will just cost me and VJ too much money. Like unless I make like my 30, 50, unless I make like my 50 plus billion, 40 plus billion off the book, I can afford to invest $20 billion of my money into building 9,000 theaters around the world. But but for theaters, I don't make as much profit. So is it worth investing $20 billion of your money into a theater chain whereby you don't make as much money? Or I can just sign with Amazon. I don't have to spend $20 billion. I just sign with Amazon. I get 9% of the profits. And I make way more money with 4K Blu-ray than I do with theater ticket sales. Because if I built my IMAX theaters around the world, I would have IMAX screening, the best experience of your life. But I'm only selling the tickets for maybe $16, $15, $17. So I don't make as much profit. Obviously. As for the theater ticket chains, I'll be pulling in maybe around that 18 billion around there, 20 billion. So I might even break even. Maybe 22 billion around there I make off the theater ticket sales and the concessions. Maybe 23, $24 billion I make. Whereas for 4K Blu-ray, maybe you'll make maybe 40 billion off that. It's like double the amount. Because 4K Blu-ray, there's higher profit margins for it because it's more expensive. So if you sell a box set for $135 and it costs Amazon like maybe $35 to produce it, that's high profit margins. Maybe you're making way more money than $17 for theater tickets. And theater chains, you have to hire like thousands of employees. It's crazy, man. Obviously. And your concessions, I'm like, yeah, yes, I know the theatrical experience is better, guys, but 4K Blu-ray is the way to go. I'm gonna Scotch thing will be straight to 4K Blu-ray, as I'm most likely not even gonna make $50 million. I'm probably gonna make maybe my 20 million, guys. So I'm gonna sign with Amazon for 4K Blu-ray. I make more profit, obviously. Peter Jackson, Ivan, that's smart. Even though the theater experience is better, you make way more profit off 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. Yeah, it's more expensive, Ivan. Yeah, I make more money, obviously. And if you put money into the theater system in your house, guys, you're still gonna get an amazing experience at home. Obviously, even though it's not necessarily the same experience as a movie theater, you're still gonna get an amazing experience at home. Because I put all that money and that technology towards the movie. You have the 4K Blu-ray effect on top of that, Dolby Vision, Dolby Sound. If you put money into a theater system at home, you're looking at an amazing theatrical experience at home. I recommend you get a big screen TV, put money into speakers, like 2-3 speakers for all you average people. Whereas a rich can put money into an actual theater room, a more enhanced, advanced theater room, obviously, like Nia Too's and John Camper. They can put money into a more enhanced theater room, obviously. Whereas the average person, you just need a big screen TV and maybe 2 big speakers, and you'll still get an amazing experience at home. And if you want your house to go dark, you have to put money into blinds for that, which is pretty expensive, obviously. The average person can afford that. I'm sorry? Yeah. Why? What if you make 50, 60, 70 billion? Why don't you build a theater chain? Because it's a waste of money. Like, why would I waste? To build 8,000, 9,000 theaters will cost me like $23, $24 billion. You're being stupid with your money, man. Like, why would you blow $24 billion of your money into a theater chain? And don't forget, a billion people is so crazy, you can only see the movie one time. It's just too crazy. As I showed you guys on AI Overview on Google, it said that the theater chains around the world can't handle a billion people. The best option instead of building a theater chain would be to sign with AMC and all these big theater chains, but they would tell me, we can't handle a billion people, it's too crazy. Or you build a theater chain yourself, but why would you waste $24, $25 billion of your money building a theater chain when you can just sign with Amazon? And I just get 90%, Amazon gets a 10%, and I make way more profit than I do building a theater chain. It makes sense business-wise to just do straight direct to 4K Blu-ray. It's better business decision, and I make way more money. Obviously. And Amazon can easily handle a billion plus orders, as you guys read in that AI overview thing. Yeah, Amazon can handle a billion, 2-3 billion orders, no problem. Because they're a huge company, $1 trillion distribution company. They're huge. And they have distribution centers all over the world, and all over Europe, Canada, America. They're in Mexico, they're in Australia, they're in New Zealand, they're in Japan, they're worldwide, man. They're an amazing company to partner with. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Why? How much will you sell the Zayas box set for? $135 is a good deal for you guys. Because Amazon's agreed, they might tell me, you should charge the world like 170, 180, 200. I'm like, no, guys, that's too expensive. No, 135 for the box set's good enough. 135, guys, after taxes is like $150 around there. That's pretty pricey for the average person. I'm not going to go any higher than $135 for the box set. And all my movies after Zayas, I'll sell for maybe $50, $55. $50 for the movie. That's a good deal for you guys, right? Half of my profit. Yeah. Looking at beautiful. I'm gonna have my box set steelbook. I'm gonna tell Amazon I want it steelbook. Okay, Ivan. Yeah, now you got Peter Jackson help you with that, or Mel Gibson with your idea for the box set. Peter's Ivan, you should have it steelbook, man. Ivan, you're gonna sell a beautiful steelbook box set. Oh my God, Peter. He's like, holy shit, that's nice. That's beautiful, like a nice, beautiful 4K Blu-ray box set. Where the disc smells nice and new and you know what I'm saying, it's shiny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's like, holy shit, that's beautiful, Ivan. 4K Blu-ray, with this technology, I'm like, yeah, Ivan, like 4K Blu-rays, Dolby Vision, Dolby Sound, Ivan. I know, Ivan, looking at audio experience at home, you would want to do these. I know, Peter. Your company's brand new. I know, Peter. Ivan, I got a bigger chunk of that box set. I'm like, no, Peter, you get 850, stop being greedy. Greedy pig, yeah. That's why guys they don't blow all the water. Anyways, guys, this is Israel. We got to do the show. Sorry, man. I'm saying, peace. No, I'm saying, peace out, guys.